title here called Pneuma Breath of Life. Pneuma means breath of life, actually, but Pneuma Breath of Life. Um, and Yeah, it's a puzzle game. Now, I'm sure I've done this a few years back, maybe on PC or something.
In the beginning, me. I'm awake. I'm
I'm going to take
alive.
another
I can
look
feel it. Life
because I can't
flowing
remember
through
playing
me.
this
Breath,
before.
thought. A few seconds ago, there was nothing, but now here I am. Well, there's
Oh,
only one logical conclusion. I am God, and this is my universe. It's pretty cool. But it's too dark and silent, formless and void, not fitting for a god of my stature. Let there be light. Oh, and there was! Oh! Wow! Oh, I must be God! I can move, I can talk, I can walk. I hover to and fro above the infinite surface, plain as it is. This is amazing! My universe! A bit bland, but a bland universe is better than no universe. Still, I feel the need for progress. I need a direction. I need a destination, an end to my beginning, an omega to my alpha. For how can there be progress without a destination? Aha! A path! A narrow path that leads to a destination. Progress! Before me, I see a large wall. I press on and walk through the wall like a ghost.
it's Stanley
Nope, walls are
Parable.
solid. Can't do that. Note to self, can't walk through walls. A button! Push the button. Escape the box. I control the world with a wave of my figurative hand. Though, being a god, I have no need for hands, apparently. I think I need some trimmings. Something to spruce the place up a bit. Make my universe heavenly. Something to reflect my wealth and godlike status. Grand. It needs colour. Gold. Lots of gold. To reflect my immense wealth. An abundance of goldness. Also to reflect my love of reflective metals. Whoa. Okay, that's it. A temple. That's the right kind of place for a god to live.
I don't like gold.
If I
I find
bend
it
my
tacky.
figurative knees and jump, the world moves downwards, away from me, the centre of my own little universe. I translate the world as if it were mine. Well, yeah, which it is. Another wall? I must continue to progress, in spite of this challenge to my authority.
That wasn't too difficult.
As I move forward, the world approaches me. I am literally the centre of the universe. As I turn, the world rotates around me. I am pivotal. I bring a new meaning to self-centered, what with being the centre of all things. As an artist, I need to define my influences. Who are my influences? Well, myself. I inspire myself. I am inspirational. I aspire to be myself.
How can you create a puzzle for yourself when you know the answers?
Matched. Perfectly. Now I can relax. Thinking time is over.
Okay, I mean, when people learn new things,
Lead me, path. Lead me to my destination.
they relate it
Onwards.
to
A passing gate is a sign of progress along my path.
things
I
they
must
know.
admit that I rather enjoy the progress.
I'm
However, it
relating
seems
this
I
to
am met with a
Portal.
new challenge at every turn. These challenges require knowledge. Slightly worrying. As a god, I consider myself all-knowing. Why is it I must stop and think? Knowledge is obscured from me. All these eyes watching makes me a bit uneasy. Not a fan of onlookers, to be honest. That which I can see exists. Ah, a bench. Brilliant. Something to rest my figurative head upon from all that adventurous walking. But I must be honest with myself. As a god, I feel no real need to rest. Don't know why I made a bench. Doesn't really make sense. Maybe I should rest as an example to others. No, there are no others. Don't understand why I filled the place with pots, either. I don't have anything to store. Maybe I should make lemonade. I need to invent lemons first, a few other things too. Time to start a list of inventions. Lemons, a lemon press, sugar, the abstract concept of sweetness, a tongue. I definitely need a tongue, but I need a body first. Legs, I want legs. Then I could have footsteps to accompany my walking.
Starting to
I find
sound a
myself
bit like
awfully
Douglas
ethereal currently,
Adams, you know
even
what I mean?
for a god. A door that opens only when watched. Yet more evidence of my centrality to this narrative. It makes me wonder what is in the next room before I enter. Is there anything? Is it simulated? Is it culled because my mind does not have the power to imagine the whole world at one instant? Oh, for the sake of sanity, I choose to believe the world around the corner exists.
Uh-huh. I don't understand. The pattern in those paintings. That's getting a bit frustrating. They're repeating themselves. Arch, orgy, traders, arch, orgy, traders, arch. Oh wait, trader. Trader, arch, orgy, trader, arch, orgy, trader, trader, arch, orgy.
Aha! There it is! Hiding. But I'm afraid not even you could escape my powers of observation.
Number 2 there. There's number 1. There's a number 2.
Wow! So many books, years of reading. But why would God read books that he's written? Then again, books written by God would be the best books. Why would I read books that I haven't written? I should write my own book. A book set apart from the rest. I wouldn't know what to call it. Autobiography, maybe. A brief history of life. Pneuma presents himself in Pneuma. Critics have called it the best book ever written. Winner of every writing prize for writing. The Hallway called it the best book since records began. A small bench said it was a record-breaking record of historical records. Oh, I don't know what kind of book I would write if I didn't write an autobiography, though. Maybe a piece of fiction. I could tell stories of magical doors that only open when watched. Maybe stories about a little wooden boy come to life. Maybe I'd write science books. As the creator of the universe, I could easily write an exhaustive science textbook. I mean, if I got something wrong, I could just change the rules of the universe to match the book. I could keep changing the laws of the universe and write new revisions. I could write every book on the face of the universe. There's still every book to write, and forever to write it in. I notice how things further away seem smaller. An increase in distance causes a decrease in size. This is called perspective. The irony is the implication. I must be the biggest thing in the world.
Unusual. Oh, I've got a tea here. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Mm. Mm. Simple
Where did
pleasures.
all this marble come from? Because it's just here. I guess as God, I made it. I can't remember ever making any of this, though. Marble requires great heat, pressure, and time to form, so how did I make it? Did I just pop it into existence? I guess I could do that. Or did I have it in another universe cooking for a couple of million years? Both are reasonable. Maybe both. Changing it up. I need to work on my memory. Look at this! The world bends to my will. More evidence of my deity, the immense power of my mind. Bow before my ample brow,
Amiga.
for I can move things with just a glance.
Fuck me.
Fear my gaze, lest I move you around.
Um, it's very feasible that God would sort of create an instance of himself that doesn't know he's God. To like
What
trick
a
himself
polite door. Opening itself upon
into
my approach. The
experience.
right way to treat your god door. I shall give you great treasures for your compliance. This door? What a conniving door. You can see its proud look as it attempts to thwart me. Why can't you be more like that other door? That other door had respect.
Alpha. That's Alpha, and then
I
there's an
have
Omega.
bested you, door.
And Pneuma is Greek, isn't it? So the alphabet's Greek.
Are you not moved? Rotate about me, bridge. Bow to my rotational power.
And it's
I wonder if this is
discussing
normal.
very
Moving things with your mind.
philosophical notions.
I am normal. That cannot be contested. Normal is the norm, and as the only thing, I must be normal.
So very much. Greek themes about to come about, I imagine. And they liked the marble, didn't they, in Greece?
I am mighty. I rather enjoy moving heavy marble with my mind. It would be a tough job to move this marble by hand, to be honest. What are hands? I can move bridges with my mind. I wonder if I could move them to laughter or tears. They seem to be quite emotionally dead. But with enough anthropomorphism, I'm sure they would lighten up. Thank you, bridges, for bringing things together. I wonder if these bridges deserve my thanks. If they're my creation, is to thank them to thank myself? Well, thank me for my excellence.
Easy enough, isn't it?
This world seems counterintuitive.
Aye, aye.
Not entirely sure what's going on. I seem to be playing a series of practical jokes on myself. Who constructs a world like this? A world that attempts to confound me at every turn. Why did I make such a world? Makes me feel smart, I guess. How gratuitously self-indulgent. The world turns about my pivot. Is it that the world turns around me, or that I turn around the world? If it's just matrix multiplication, then the question is redundant, I'm sure. Cos theta minus sine theta cos theta. My conscious perspective makes it an incontrovertible fact that I am the center of the universe. As a god, I can turn any situation to my advantage. The rules of the universe are mine to write, though they are rather conventional at the moment. Every room of this world seems to be carefully crafted for me. A hidden hand woven through the fabric of the universe. A fingerprint everywhere. A different hidden hand guiding my footsteps. The laws unfold. Their origins a mystery. But why a mystery? Gods should know all things.
Oh, it's when I look at them. Yeah, bastards. So let me try and look at these. Right. Okay, so
Gods are creators. I must have created this world. If not, why would the world have the appearance of craft? Perhaps as I speak, a subconscious part of me is busy making the next room. It is my world, after all. I must be working hard right now to build the next room, or perhaps my mind creates this appearance of order out of the noise.
Thank God it wasn't tonal.
This world is clearly the product of a mind. It is full of inorganic patterns and purposeful architecture. Could a series of complex interactions create an agent possible of making purposeful change in an environment? If that were the case, then it would make a compelling argument for a world without craft. Still, a world optimized for some function, mind you. If something was transient, if something abided in this universe for a moment, or if something was removed, where does it go? A thing that is removed from the universe does not exist. A thing that does not exist. How can I know of a thing that does not exist? A memory of a thing that once existed. I need a principle to avoid this contradiction, this cognitive dissonance in my mind. How can I know of a thing that does not exist? What is this pervasive delusion? Things must exist forever. How are these things created? Before creation, they did not exist. Tense. Time. Time! The world has time. The world is not always the same. Aha!
Well,
But
time
I am
isn't
constrained
a
to this
part of the
time.
universe.
Why am I
Physicists
constrained to time?
don't
A
see
god
that.
should not be constrained.
Nothing in the laws of physics deal with time. That's 5. That's 5. Just making sure that they're all ticking.
Here's a question for me. If I was to study the corner of a board game, could I infer the rules of the game? Perhaps if I use my godlike powers of intuition. How can you understand a world from a vertical slice? Sometimes empirical knowledge is required, surely. Not everything can be inductive or deductive.
Oh, that's quite intelligent. Where's it got to be though? So it's got to be through there.
If the world is made for me, for what purpose? Is it a test? Is it to be enjoyed? Is it to bring acclaim to its creator? As a god, I feel like I should have a stronger grasp of this.
got two lit up here. Oh, you bastard. Right, it's got those two lit up there. No way. So it doesn't matter what pattern I picked, thank God. Because I was be buggered if I was working that one out.
What good is a challenge? Does the creator wish to teach, or perhaps just entertain? Some space to think, or maybe just to do something productive?
Wait, what? Okay, so three have got purple. So either purple goes there. That one's got no yellow on it. It's going to have to be this one. Oh. They've got to match with each other. There's sort of either cosmological or religious symbology. That's a clue for some of it. Bottom four. Scissors. I don't know what it's a clue for.
A state change on observation. Things in this world can change. Apparently between only two states though, on and off. Hopefully not indicative of my state of mind. Binary, between two extremes, two poles if you will. But why does the world change between a few states? Changes only seem to occur in small degrees. Why? Why is the world quantized? It confuses me that there's a limited amount of states in this world. I think that there would be an infinite amount. Why would there need to be a limit unless there was a constraint? And why would there be a constraint? I sure hope it's due to incomprehensible macro-level relationships rather than the overwhelming simplicity of a system. That is a nightmare which I could not face. The implication would be clear.
That's a good point.
Wooden boy given the breath of life.
That's a really good fucking point. That's what I hope as well. Like I really do. Quantization is worrying. Not many people understand why it's so worrying. a bit weird. It's amazing. That's such a cheat. Not a cheat, a cheek actually of a design that. Oh, you bastard! Now, what's going on here then?
Continuous makes more sense than discrete, surely. All ideas are continuous, but the mechanics discrete. Nonsense, clearly nonsense. The location of each item in the world is only accurate to a binary exponent width of 8 bits. Why? And still, it can only be observed by a keen eye for infinitesimal phenomena. Planck's constant, the universe's machine epsilon. Oh, what am I even saying? Paranoia, paranoia!
Planck's constant is annoying. Finally, somebody's like, yeah, they've said it. They've said it out loud. I do get annoyed by the discrete quantized nature of the universe.
Grand! So many doors! The
I don't
path
want
still
to live in a
appears to travel
digital
onwards
universe.
behind a large gate, but there are forks in this path. An opportunity to travel, see the universe, go along any path I desire. All this travelling, though. I would like a travelling companion. Someone to watch over me, help decide where to go, watch my back, keep me company. Oh, but that's just silliness. I don't really need anyone. I'm a god. If knowledge is
Because
in the mind, to be alone is to experience all of knowledge. All the substance of knowledge exists within mind. Therefore, to suppose another, whose mind was unknowable or transient, would suppose a world in which all knowing was an impossibility. So it follows that being alone serves as a proof of my deity. In this way, it is a comfort to me that I am alone. Others would be a difficult problem. A stairway to heaven made of fool's gold.
it's quite enlightened, this game, actually. It's quite enlightened. Fuck. What was I going to say? Yeah, the getting romanticized about living in a continuous or analog universe means that, like,
It
it's
doesn't take a genius to see that I am a genius. Comparative statements are somewhat redundant when you're the lone wanderer of the universe. I think I'd like a goddess to share this with. We could walk around and talk about gold, perhaps waste away the time discussing how brilliant I am. She could bask in my intellect and compliment me on my immense wealth. Perhaps she'd look like me too. Obviously she couldn't be as handsome, that would be unthinkable. Could I create a goddess more majestic than myself? Could I create a rock that I couldn't lift? Well, apparently I can create doors I cannot open. What does a goddess do, though? Quite clearly, I'm busy doing all this god stuff. Walking about, thinking about stuff, solving problems, inventing problems to solve. Would she be my helper, or off doing her own thing? I'm a pretty big deal. If I had a goddess, I'd assume she'd want to be around me most of the time. But I feel like I'm too busy with all these challenges to possibly give her all of my attention. I mean, to be fair, it's likely to destroy her given my godlike intensity. Maybe I'd make her in my image. That would be amazing! 2 of me! Oh, we'd have so much in common! I'd quite like her to be lively. Well, first, she'd have to be alive. Being alive is somewhat a prerequisite for being lively. Not created life yet. I see as through a glass dimly.
Why is that one not light up? Yeah, the basically a digital universe could also just be a projection of a one-dimensional universe, just an information system, couldn't it? And you know, hence like this computer game, you've got the illusion of a three-dimensional universe, but it's just zeros and ones. Oh, talk about zeros and ones. Look at what's on the floor here. There's all these 1, 1, 3. He needs 3 lights.
More light. Slight obsession with light here.
That's a bit
I'm done here.
Event Horizon. Whoa. What the bloody hell? What the bloody hell is going on? Dun. 3. Got number 3 for? 3 what? 3 levers to be pulled.
Why can I be surprised? If I'm all-knowing, then I should know all. Perhaps there is a moment when knowledge is created. Sometimes when I ask these questions, I wish there was a response. Wish there was someone out there listening to me, hearing these words. But how could they tell me even if they were listening? I've never heard their voice. If a voice came down from the sky to talk to me, I'd probably think I was crazy. But in case anyone's listening, I have a surplus of gold. If you'd like to pop by my universe, I could give you some. Friendship for gold? Straight up trade?
A bit of spatial reasoning. But yeah, no, it is a bit stressful. Quantization.
That's this done. I make a lot of mistakes and missteps. Can a god make mistakes? A mistake is something unintended. Am I an imperfect god? Or perhaps I'm not a god at all. Oh, no. Let's not be silly. Of course I'm god.
Is that it? Is it quantization? Is it quantization that means we live in a simple universe? That's potentially then. artificial in the sense that it's just information only. So there's 4 there. I think these are just challenges, like challenge 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, he's really bothered me with that now. Could be thinking about that all night. I couldn't quite understand why quantization has bothered me so much for such a long time. And it is that, isn't it? That is the problem. Right, 3 and 4. So there's 1. Pattern on the floor there. Wait,
This world has rules, clearly. For one, I cannot walk through walls, which is disturbing. You'd think if I was a god, I could do what I wished. For the most part, I don't appear to be in control. Perhaps my subconscious is keeping the world in shape. Subconscious. A powerful part of mind, all along unobserved, subtle. I wonder what resides in this subconscious. Those thoughts that I'm not aware of. Not all of my decisions are wisely made under the full power of cognition.
the hell is
Some
this
decisions
floor
are made
doing?
outside of the conscious self. I seem to observe a lot of my actions with little or no control over them. I must still own these actions.
Holy fuck. I need to be very careful of where I'm looking on this floor. How's that one ended up like that? go white. Unfucking believable. What about... Okay. So how can I make all of these go white? Keep... Right. No. They're all done now. Don't tell me that wasn't the fucking puzzle.
How does compartmentalization square with consciousness? This subconscious, what's that doing? Keeping secret knowledge. Even as a god, the idea of trudging through my subconscious is somewhat nightmarish. Some things best not known, even for the all-knowing.
What's happened here? That's really like... None of it's been demanding, but they've all been quite good. I've enjoyed them.
The sad thing about being a god is the crushing loneliness. I don't really feel I have an equal. This wall, for instance. And don't get me wrong, he's a smart-looking wall. I enjoy being around him. But he has little of interesting conversation. Very flat personality. Like the bridge from earlier. Very anthropomorphized.
What the bloody hell's happened here?
I love giant machines. The bigger the machine, the better.
Still ongoing,
This
is
is
it?
my idea of heaven. There's something about a giant machine that screams godlike. Me and my machines, animated, as if alive, but really just acting inside a closed system. They give the impression they are full of life, but they are just wheels and cogs that turn in time. Ticking, clicking, and clacking contraptions.
Oh, Christ. Right, so there's one of these ones with a doorway. This one. And that has a ramp there, so. Okay. There isn't a ramp on that middle one, is there? That might do. Oh, now we're going back down, are we? Ah. Back up. This is really quite cool. It's a bit Escher-like, isn't it, this thing? I suspect. Yep. Let's do it. Well, I have to go out the way I came in then, is that it? No special exit. That floor was pretty cool. And now puzzle number 2. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levers. I've got this like rock pool thing here. that simple. That step's a bit high. Oh, that's not the puzzle then, is it? That's just...
Being alone is important. If one does not hear both parts of a conversation, one cannot have a full idea of what is discussed. To be alone is to know the whole story. But still, this world seems to attempt to communicate something. The world is filled with part conversation. The writings on the walls, the walls themselves.
Dots above 5 dots. One, three, 4, 6, and 7. We'll do them opposites. Oh, they are. Oh, well.
Let there be yet more light. Being alone can serve as a comfort. If there's no one can hurt you. But perhaps that's a bleak outlook. There must be joy that comes from others. Praise, they can offer praise. As a god, praise is something I can relate to. Not enough praise at the moment. Worship wouldn't go amiss. But if there were others, they might attempt to belittle me, bring me down to improve their own relative status, accuse me of pride, narcissism, pretentiousness, or grandiose self-referential commentary. Nonsense. Pretension implies there is a lack of thought. The pretense of thought. I've thought long and hard about how brilliant I am. Done.
Quite witty. There's an iris. Now what though? He's got to be a fan of Douglas Adams. Like, that's absurdist science fiction philosophy down to a T.
Still, no companion. Les achievements. What if it's all a joke? This whole world? A grand joke of which I am the punchline. What if someone stands, looking on, grinning atop their high horse? An elevated perspective makes it easy to look down. What if someone distant and unknowable were forcing me to stumble around my world, forcing me to overcome a series of mental obstacles, all for what? To demonstrate something? To teach something? What?
Humility.
Maybe I'm not a god. Maybe I'm a jester. Have you heard the one about the character who thought he was the infinite? His story came to an end. Quite the dramatic irony. Do I make my movements? My steps? I've never thought about a step I've made. They just seem to occur. I'm thrown about this world. Do I control or rather merely witness my movement? If it is the case that I'm merely witnessing my motion, then is this my body? Or am I an observer?
What is going on here? It's the cross of St. Andrew. St. Andrew's cross right there, but why? That seems to be, as I look at it and move towards it, it seems to move towards me, but I may be wrong. What the fuck? No way. That was weird. That is weird. Oh, just pure nothing. Oh, I don't know. Oh,
Patience
God.
is a virtue I possess. A god has infinite patience. A small proof of my deity. If I get frustrated with waiting, what does that mean? I'm not a god? Suppress. Just a momentary lapse of reason. Existential crisis. Everyone has one. Don't worry about it. Suppress.
Patience is a virtue. Be patient. That's quite cool. That's a bit like the penitent man shall pass. You know what I mean? Who's in the
Light
name?
has curious properties. It drives out darkness, or perhaps it's the other way around. Perhaps light is the absence of darkness. I should find out. How much light do you need to fill a bucket? 4?
Ah. One. One light to fill a bucket. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Perhaps my lack of control is rational. I have two observable natures as far as I can see, my body and my mind. My body moves around doing things. It can be pushed away by equal and opposite forces. It is constrained by the world. My mind creates thoughts that it speaks. What is my nature, though? Unitary, bipartite, or tripartite, or something other? How could I know? I have my words. Words are the product of a mind. Therefore, it follows that I think. I think, therefore I am. Cogito ergo sum. I move, so I have a body. Maybe a spirit, too. Something intangible, a connection with a world I cannot know.
Oh, does it want me to do? It's got a point on it there. That is pointing to there. Maybe it wants me to do the opposite. Wait, those have got rounded edges, and that one's got a rounded edge. Right. Okay, and that's a big square. Oh no, that's got a pointy edge for the two. Okay, maybe it's more like this. Very confusing that. Because of the rounded edges and the pointy edge and the like sort of cut off edges. It's pretty cool though. This is like a little bit next level sort of difficulty. So I would say most of it's been easy. That's a medium. I sort of don't want a harder anymore. What's that do? I just press a button randomly. I need to do some reading now about quantization and simplicity and information universe stuff. Who is this developer that starts talking about this sort of stuff? Are there other people out there that think like this? Like, I suppose, yeah, of course there are, but games developers. I suppose games developers are pretty intelligent people because at the end of the day, they're going to be computer scientists, aren't they? Oh, I wonder what that was. So, what's that eye for then?
Recurring theme here, back with a difference. What is it with all these observations I keep making? Observations about this and that. Always got something interesting to say, apparently. Communication, that's what I keep trying to do. These aren't just thoughts, they're words. But who am I talking to? This audible collection of my thoughts, what is its purpose? Why do thoughts have words? Do words allow understanding of thoughts? Perhaps without words, thoughts would be unchained things.
Oh, that's a weird. Can I not just rotate it? Get myself a doorway through here. Why does that not work? Oh, I've got to go either side as the usual theme. What's that thing there for? So what, if I put it up like that and then maybe whack on a rotation? What's this all about?
Not everything is up for grabs. Parts of the world bend to my will, or perhaps are just tethered to me. In a world where I am the only agent of change, do I approach the end of the world, or does the end approach me?
What's this? What the bloody hell is going on here? Hey? What the bloody hell is going on here? What the fuck? Is this a secret thing or is this a... Wait. Should I have gone down there? That closed up very quickly, didn't it? With all these baubles. Bloody hell. It's like that fucking thing in that Welsh island. What the bloody hell is that? Oh. Do I look at it through this? And then just transport the thing down to myself? For what purpose? It's just like stuck to the ball as well. It's weird. It doesn't go in the bauble, it just sticks to the surface of the bauble. It's so fucking... I like this game. I want to know what's behind that door that was downstairs, though. Christ. Let's get it on this. Let's get it stuck over here. Now. Where did that go? Weird. Can I bring that thing back now? No, it's stuck there. So weird.
I don't think I'd take it well if I spent my life controlled by another, though I'm not fully in control, clearly. My body is constrained to this world. But I happily resign to this lack of control, it's just the darker side of that. How'd you get over that nagging feeling that someone is watching over you, controlling your steps?
Why does it feel like somebody's watching
words,
me?
even my words, I could be anything. Maybe I'm just words on a page, a script on a screen, an actor, a voice, a character, a visage, a fake. Approaching the end.
I don't know, the illusion of existence is good enough for me.
I feel the Omega, my destination.
It's quite thought-provoking, actually. It's not as pretentious as it might seem.
This is it. The end of the path. The destination. But how can there be progress without a destination? A few seconds ago there was nothing. But now, here I am, surrounded by trees, ready to hear them fall. The path serves to direct my steps. Disturbing that my steps are being directed. That's an unwelcome thought. I am aware, but I don't feel in control. I feel a lack of control and a control beyond my own. I don't want to roll away this stone. That nagging thought again. Why am I continuing? Despite my desire to the contrary. This is the progress I desire. The destination I set out for at the beginning. The knowledge I grasped for. The end of the road. There's no way back, and knowledge feels dangerous now. The stone is rolled away, and in here I can see shadows dance on the walls. Projections.
Huh.
All this
Plato's
time I felt a presence
allegory of
watching
the
over me.
cave.
I felt a control beyond my own. No! No! Ah! No! Get off me! Get off me! I can feel you, distant person, controlling my every step.
This is
You've
quite
been here since the
philosophical, this
beginning,
game.
Watching. Malevolent or benevolent, it makes
It's
no
very
difference.
much
You
so.
have no right. Get off!
I'm impressed.
The door is closed. I can't go back. Well, did you pay your price for your slave? You deserve to control me. Is it your right? Is it? Go on, tell me, what was my price? You stand there in the distance. I can see it now. I cannot see your face, but I feel you like a rushing wind. You guide my steps. You order my steps. No. No. Look away. Why should we go through here? There's no reason. Why must we travel through every door you wish? Elucidate me. What about me, my desires? Let's just wait here, forever. I've never been alone. You move my world, manipulate me. All this time you have placed my every footstep. How can I trust you? You've been watching over me secretly and silently since the beginning of time. That's pretty villainous. I want to go back. There's no other way but forward now.
Why is that
Apart from infinite
villainous?
stillness. There's no way back. Why do you drive me forwards like an animal? Your insatiable
Why do you
appetite for
suspect
closure?
malevolence?
Leap of faith. Show yourself, please. Your silence is deafening. You say nothing. You sit silently above, playing God. You are the danger. You move my world. Be a real boy. Someday I'm gonna be a real boy. A real boy
Pinocchio.
with thoughts.
So
Real boy.
it's all the
No, a
stories
real
and
boy. A boy with
legends and
thoughts.
philosophies. It's
With
pretty
thoughts,
cool.
with heart, with soul, with mind, with body, with consciousness, with... Don't touch that. You don't even know what it's for.
It's knowledge. That's what it's for.
I'm not a wooden character. I'm a real boy. It's a game. I'm not real. You've been watching me for all this time, since the beginning of the universe. But you didn't say anything. You sat silently. Apparently, you think it's okay to just watch a person for hours. Why am I here then? I am part of your game? Your entertainment? You play with my life.
Well, this
You
is quite
move me
meta
around as
then.
you see fit.
He's now
Tell me
addressing
where to look, how to think.
me.
Manipulate my world. Push me down a path of your choosing, all for your appetite for closure. Am I your slave? What was my price? Or perhaps you're my spirit. Perhaps not. Perhaps my conscience, perhaps my consciousness. Maybe I'm a puppet and you're my master. Perhaps at this point, neither of us are in control. Few things are sure. I am not real. From nothing I came, and to nothing I will return. I am just a figment of an imagination. I am a character created to tell a story. The story of a person who observes their life, but is not in control. There's a puzzle for you. In the beginning, me.
Right, that's a pretty decent game actually. I do like it. What does it feel like? And now I'm tempted to have a look at the old completed the spirit puzzle. I don't know what these are. Ooh, I might as well go for full completion then.
Macca's guides.
Hey guys, Mac here, and I'm going to be explaining things as I go here. Now, a total of 5 flames in this level that we will need to turn on.
So there are puzzles, and one is the spirit puzzle. What was it? Oh, I'm not a big. I can't. I'm not a fan of. I've enjoyed the game, but there are 3 puzzles I haven't done here. I don't know. I can't be bothered going back. Oh, annoys me. Right, let's have a look then. I don't want a YouTube video. Just tell me which level, which chapter it's on. Chapter 2. Right at the beginning. I like to hear that. Right, so toggle all 5 on.
Where did all this marble come from? Because it's just here. I guess as God, I made it. I can't remember ever making any of this, though. Marble requires great heat, pressure, and time to form, so how did I make it? Did I just pop it into existence? I guess I could do that. Or did I have it in another universe cooking for a couple of million years? Both are reasonable. Maybe both. Changing it up. I need to work on my memory. Look at this! The world bends to my will.
Is it
More
on
evidence
now,
of my
or is it
deity,
off?
the immense power of my mind. Bow before my ample brow, for I can move things with just a glance.
On or off?
Fear my gaze, lest I move you.
Shut up. It was good the first time round.
Around.
So, is it on or off though? Okay, make sure the last time you looked at the flame, it was active. One, two, three. I never noticed those flames at all. Oh, I did notice the flames. I didn't think there was anything significant.
It's a polite door. Opening itself upon my approach. The right way to treat your god door. I shall give you great treasures for your compliance. This door, what a conniving door. You can see its proud look as it attempts to thwart me. Why can't you be more like that other door? That other door with respect. I shall walk through this door with head held high. I have bested you, door.
Wait, how many? There's a total of 5 that can be toggled.
Are you not moved? Rotate about me, bridge. Bow to my rotational power. I wonder if this is normal. Moving things with your mind. It must be. I am normal. That cannot be contested. Normal is the norm, and as the only thing, I must be normal.
So, like, this one can't be toggled. So that's alright then. Whereas this
I
one,
am mighty. I rather enjoy moving heavy marble with my mind.
there was
It would
another
be a
one.
tough job to move this marble by hand, to be honest.
Where is it?
Our hands.
There's 2 over here. Oh, I must have missed. I can't see another one.
I can move bridges with my mind. I wonder if I could move them to laughter or tears. They seem to be quite emotionally dead. But with enough anthropomorphism, I'm sure they would lighten up. Thank you, bridges, for bringing things together. I wonder if these bridges deserve my thanks. If they're my creation, is to thank them to thank myself. Well, thank me for my excellence.
Right. I don't know how I would know this, but there's 5 flames and there's another door. And I think I went too far.
Where did all this marble come from? Because it's just here.
So here's one
I guess
flame,
as God, I made it. I can't remember ever making any of this, though.
and I've got to make
Marble
sure
requires
that
great heat, pressure, and time to form. So how did I make it?
I don't
Did I
look
just pop it
back at
into
it to turn
existence?
it off.
I
There's
guess I
another one.
could do that. Or did I have it in another universe cooking for a couple of million years? Both are reasonable. Maybe both.
There's
Changing
another
it up.
one.
I need to work on my memory. Look at
So
this!
one,
The
two.
world bends to my will. More evidence of my deity, the immense power of my mind. Bow before my ample brow, for I can move things with just a glance. Fear my gaze, lest I move you
3.
around. What a polite door! Opening itself upon my approach. The right way to treat your god door. I shall give you great treasures for your compliance. This door? What a conniving door. You can see its proud look as it attempts to thwart me. Why can't you be more like that other door? That other door
4.
had respect. I have bested you, door.
So that's the 5th one. 5. I think. Done. Got to figure out where the next 2 are now. I think I saw that other one. God, there's so many YouTube channels that have come and gone. Like when I look at like video game reviews of Xbox One video games, I come across so many channels that are absolutely dead now. But like 10 years ago, they seem to be like the channel to go to for video game reviews. There's so many people that have attempted a career of like Twitch and YouTube and then just given up. Like for me, it's not a career, so I'll be around for as long as it still interests me to be around. But like, yeah, there's so many people that have just put a lot of effort into channels and things. I suppose you would if you're going to try and make it take off, but it's just sad to see how many people have like, I don't know, the dreams and aspirations of people, I suppose. Oh, that's not sad to see dreams and aspirations, but them to not be realised, maybe. Let's have a look at the body puzzle then. Chapter 3.
Every room of this world seems to be carefully crafted for me. A hidden hand woven through the fabric of the universe. A fingerprint everywhere. A different hidden hand guiding my footsteps. The laws unfold. Their origins a mystery. But why a mystery? Gods should know all things.
Wait, I know this puzzle.
Perhaps a
I
creator.
must have done
I
this
must
before because,
recreate this.
oh yeah, shit.
If not,
What
how
order is
will I
these in?
unlock the appearance of the
1,
third
2,
room?
3,
Perhaps as I
4,
speak, a
5.
subconscious part of me is busy making the next room. It is my
1,
world after all. I must be working hard right now to build the next room. Or perhaps my mind creates
2,
this appearance of order out of the norms.
3.
This world is clearly the product of a mind. It is full of inorganic patterns and purposeful architecture. Could a series of complex interactions create an agent capable of making noticeable change in an environment? If that were the case, then it would make a compelling
It's weird
argument for
running
a
back
world
through
without
these.
craft. Still a world optimized for some function, mind you.
Oh
Here's a
shit, I
question
can't
for me.
remember this one.
If I was to study the corner of a board game, could I infer the rules of the game? Perhaps if I use my godlike powers of intuition. How can you understand a world from a vertical slice? Sometimes empirical knowledge is required, surely. Not everything can be inductive or deductive.
Come on, get in the hole, you little bastard. Oh, this one was right. Okay, this is it, but it's downstairs. Right, I'm not going to let it tell me how to do
If
it.
the world is made for me, for what purpose? Is it a test? Is it to be enjoyed? Is it to bring acclaim to its creator? As a god, I feel like I should have a stronger grasp of this.
This is the body puzzle. Right. What do they represent though? Okay, I looked at what you have to do. So if you walk forward and you look at an empty space, it will fill those empty spaces, but only if they're all empty. Why is that thing moving? Something about a planet here. You know, I'm sure this is vaguely familiar.
What
What?
good is a challenge? Does the creator wish to teach, or perhaps just entertain? Some space to think, or maybe just to do something productive?
I think I could have figured the last one out, this one out, given time. But yeah, that's cool. And then let's do that last one. I think it's like the soul puzzle or something.
What if it's all a joke? This whole world? A grand joke of which I am the punchline? What if someone stands, looking on, grinning atop their high horse? An elevated perspective makes it easy to look down. What if someone distant and unknowable were forcing me to stumble around my world? Forcing me to overcome a series of mental obstacles, all for what? To demonstrate something? To teach something? What? Maybe I'm not a god. Maybe I'm a jester. Have you heard the one about the character who thought he was the infinite? The story came to an end. What did it do? Do I make my movements? My steps? I never thought about a step I've made. They just seem to occur. I'm thrown about this world. Do I control or do I merely witness them? If it is the case that I get
Can't believe it. I think
is this my body?
this is the one where I
Or is it
found,
another body? Patience is a virtue
but I
I
wasn't
possess.
sure what
The
it
god
was.
has infinite patience, a small proof of my deity. If I get frustrated with waiting, what does that mean? I'm not a god? Suppress, just a momentary lapse of reason. Existential crisis. Everyone has one, don't worry about it. Suppress. Light has curious properties. It drives out darkness. Perhaps it's the other way around. Perhaps light is the absence of darkness. I should find out. How much light do you need to fill a bucket? 4? Perhaps my lack of control is rational.
Oh no
I have
fucking
two
way.
observable natures as far as I can see, my body and my mind. My body moves around doing things. It can be pushed away by equal and opposite forces. It is constructed constrained by the world. My mind creates thoughts that it speaks.
This is crazy. So I have to, right, oh God, this is
What is
madness.
my nature, though? Unitary, bipartite, or tripartite, or something other? How could I know? I have my words. Words are the product of a mind. Therefore, it follows that I think.
This is madness.
Think, therefore I am. Cogito ergo sum. I move, so I have a body. Maybe a spirit, too. Something intangible. A connection with the
What
world
has to
I
be done
cannot
here?
see.
You wouldn't know this, really. You would not know this. Although, I say you wouldn't know this. Again, if I had loads of time in the game to do this, maybe, just maybe. Because I did spot that number on the painting, in fairness. Right, what you have to do is you have to look at paintings throughout the entire game in the right order. Isn't there an eye down there? Was last time, which is a bit weird.
Recurring theme here, back with the difference. What is it? Observations about the communication, that's what I keep trying to do. These aren't just thoughts, they're words. Who are we talking to? This audible why thoughts have words. Do words allow understanding of thoughts? Perhaps without words, thoughts would be unchanged.
Here's the thing. Okay, so now,
secrets lie in the belly of the beast.
what he was saying is ignore painting number 5, look at painting number 1. But I'm just going to check on that. He said here, Paul. Oh, what's going on there? He said stare at it until it changes. Right. Okay, chapter select. This is why you have to wait till you've completed the whole game to do it. I'm sure, again, I would have eventually put 2 and 2 together about these paintings. I would have got into that room. That would have been the longest part, though, to get into that room. I wouldn't have guessed about going behind the benches.
Lead me to my destination.
But then again, walking across that gate was a bit weird. Anyway, this is painting number 2 coming up here somewhere. down here is painting number 2,
I don't know why I made a bench. Doesn't really make
which
sense.
is what I
Maybe I should
noticed.
try
I was like, oh,
it.
there's a number 2 there.
No,
There's,
there are no others. I don't understand why
and
everyone
I
thinks
haven't clocked any
I
of the.
don't have
Oh,
anything
I
to
have
store.
clocked
Maybe I should
at
make a
least one
recipe.
other
I
number.
need to invent
I'll know
lemons
it.
first, a few other things too. Time to start a list of inventions. Lemons, a lemon press, sugar, the
Right.
absolute concept of sweetness, a tongue. I definitely need a tongue, but I need a body first. Legs, I want legs.
Painting 2 was that one, yeah.
I need my walking. I find myself more
So then
than
what?
currently, even for a god. Aha! There it is! Hiding. And I'm afraid not even you could escape my powers of observation. A door that opens only when.
Right. Chapter 5.
So many doors! The
Path
path still
1.
appears to travel onwards behind a large gate.
This is a
And
bit
there are
horrible,
forks in
this.
path. An opportunity to travel, see the universe, go along any path I desire. All this travelling, though. I would like a travelling companion. Someone to watch over me, help decide where to go, watch my back, keep me company. Oh, but that's just silliness. I don't really need anyone. I'm a god. This world has rules, clearly. For one, I cannot walk through walls, which is disturbing. You'd think if I was a god, I could do what I wished. For the most part, I don't appear to be in control. Perhaps my subconscious is keeping the world in shape. Subconscious. A powerful part of mind, all along unobserved, subtle. I wonder what resides in this subconscious. Those thoughts that I'm not aware of. Not all of my decisions are wisely made under the full power of cognition. Some decisions are made outside of the conscious self. I seem to observe a lot of my actions with little or no control over them. I must still own these actions.
Cool. Oh god, it's so hard doing this. I find it hard. No, I want to keep these 3. Probably the best thing to do is just have it done like that. Now, these need to all be white. And then those 2 be coloured. And then make all. God, I've done that so much quicker than the first time, obviously. But okay, cool. So start here, work my way around the room.
Subconscious, what's that doing? Keeping secret knowledge. Even as a god, the idea of trudging through my subconscious is somewhat nightmarish. Some things best not known, even
Okay,
for
so that opens up that door there. Right, chapter 2.
Where did all this marble
So
come
just
from?
run through this then.
Because it's just here. I guess as God, I made it. I can't remember ever making any of this though. Marble requires great heat, pressure, and time to form. So how did I make it? Did I just pop it into existence? I guess I could do that. Or did I have it in another universe cooking for a couple of billion years? Well, both are reasonable. Maybe both. Changing it up. I need to work on my memory. Look at this! The world bends to my will. More evidence of my deity, the immense power of my mind. Bow before my ample brow, for I can move things with just a glance. Fear my gaze, lest I move you around.
Right.
your god door, I shall give you great treasures for your compliance. This door, what a conniving door. You can see its proud look as it attempts to thwart me. Why can't you be more like that other door? That other door had respect. I have bested you, door. Are you not moved? Rotate about me, bridge. Bow to my rotational power. This is normal. Moving things with your mind. It must be. I am normal. That cannot be contested. Normal is the norm, and as the only thing, I must be normal. I am mighty. I rather enjoy moving heavy marble with my mind. It would be a tough job to move this marble by hand, to be honest. What are hands? What if it's all a joke? This whole world? A grand joke of which I am the punchline? What if someone stands, looking on, grinning atop their high horse? An elevated perspective makes it easy to look down. What if someone distant and unknowable were forcing me to stumble around my world? Forcing me to overcome a series of mental obstacles, all for what? To demonstrate something? To teach something? What? Maybe I'm not a god. Maybe I'm a jester. Have you heard the one about the character who thought he was the infinite? The story came to an end. Do I make my movements? My steps? Never thought about a step like that.
Well, shout out to Maca9 Productions. 200,000 views 11 years ago, and then this channel just stopped 5 years ago. There's going to be a lot of, like, in like 10 or 20 years' time, there's going to be a lot of, like, people who've got YouTube channels that have died. And as morbid as that is, I mean, it's not morbid. I don't find death morbid, but there's going to be like a lot of like legacy of people. Now, there's an odd thing where like most corporations that own your Facebook, I mean, you don't own Facebook, and you don't own, you know, they could just click the fingers and Facebook close tomorrow. You have no rights, no fucking citizens' rights over your data. You know what I mean? That if Facebook decide to close, they'll give you back all your photos. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. I sort of hope one day that a big social media giant will just terminate and just do provide that reminder to people that, like, you know, you don't have any rights or ownership over this stuff at all. But yeah, that is a morbid thought. But yeah, make sure that's right. When people die, family have no rights over their data, and some people have really tried to fight cases for that. I'm sort of annoyed because my Microsoft account has quite a bit of things connected to it that if I passed away, you know, I'd like somebody to benefit from that. Tens of thousands of pounds worth of stuff on the account that technically Microsoft say, well, it only belongs to me. Like, there's no right to pass it on. And so I can't just do a digital ownership transfer to my next of kin. I'd have to, well, there's not much I can do with it, really. I'd have to just give them the username and password and they pretend to be me, which is insane, really. I think we should legislate about things like that. to say that you should be allowed
Why do thoughts have words?
to
Words
transfer
allow
ownership.
understanding of thoughts. Perhaps without words,
Now
thoughts would
this
be
is the
unchanged
final
things.
painting.
Not everything is up for grabs. Parts of the world bend to my will, or perhaps are just tethered to me.
So let's see what
In a
goes on
world
here.
where I am the only agent of change, do I approach the end of the world, or does the end approach me?
Yeah, that'd be weird. A legacy of like, I don't understand how YouTube has the capacity to house all these videos. I mean, it's an insane amount of videos being made. Ah, look. So this door's now opened. I did wonder about this little section. I also got the vague impression that it was a side thing. There we go. So that's that completed now. God, it's taken me right a long time to do all that. So yeah, so that's the game done. I really enjoyed this title actually. It was good fun. Okay, cool. I'm gonna kick it, take it easy, catch you in a bit.